Morning. These are your Nassau Guardian highlights for Tuesday, March 17th, 2026, brought to you by your Daily Bahamas headlines, especially for people on the go and those who are visually impaired. Leading the news today, Free National Movement leader Michael Pintard says he is confident his party can climb to victory in the next general election, despite ongoing internal divisions. Pintard acknowledged that disunity within the party has affected team chemistry, pointing to members who previously held leadership roles but are now not supporting the party fully. He emphasized that while there are challenges, he does not see them as insurmountable and believes the FNM can present itself as a stronger alternative to the current administration. However, the issue of unity continues to cast a shadow over the party's readiness for election. Closely tied to the cost of living, FNM Senator Darren Henfield is calling on the government to cap VAT on fuel as global oil prices rise due to conflict in the Middle East. He warned that Bahamians will soon feel the impact at the pump and argued that the government should not benefit from higher tax revenue driven by rising fuel costs. Meanwhile, Economic Affairs Minister Michael Pintard defended the government's approach, highlighting that VAT on food will soon be reduced to zero, along with other measures aimed at easing financial pressure on households. In Grand Bahama, concerns are growing over delays in the redevelopment of the Grand Lucayan Resort. U.S.-based developer Concord Wilshire had promised a major announcement on construction within 2 weeks, but that deadline has passed without updates. While both the developer and government say the project is still moving forward, the silence has raised questions about timelines and investor confidence in what is expected to be a major economic boost for the island. In other national news, a man who was wrongfully imprisoned for more than 12 years is suing the government for nearly $7 million. Vincent Aristi claims he suffered emotional trauma, loss of opportunity, and physical abuse while in custody. His release was ordered by the Privy Council in 2023, which ruled that a grave miscarriage of justice had occurred in his case. On the healthcare front, former Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands is criticizing the government over ongoing delays in payments to doctors under the National Health Insurance Program. He says the issue reflects deeper financial problems within the system, including underfunding and poor planning, and is calling for immediate action to stabilize the program and ensure providers are paid on time. Also making news, a Bahamian is among more than 1,600 people suing U.S. officials over a suspension of diversity visa processing, claiming the delays could cost them a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to immigrate. Turning to the editorial, The Guardian argues that transparency in governance should not be seasonal or driven by political pressure. The paper stresses that Bahamians deserve consistent and accessible information about public finances, national projects, and policy decisions, especially as the country approaches another election. It calls for stronger systems and reforms to ensure accountability becomes the norm rather than the exception. In letters to the editor, contributors weighed in on political leadership and party loyalty, with some highlighting concerns about internal divisions within the FNM and others discussing the future direction of leadership within the PLP. The theme of political unity and accountability continues to dominate public discourse. From the business section, the focus remains on cost of living pressures and economic developments, particularly the potential impact of rising global oil prices and the government's VAT adjustments aimed at providing relief to consumers. That's your Nassau Guardian highlights for today. For full details and more stories, be sure to purchase a copy of the Nassau Guardian or visit their website. Remember, staying informed is the key to making wise decisions in a changing world. Enjoy your day, be blessed, and be a blessing.